So we're back in HDC trucking interstate. What HDC means, which means this is absolutely like H's dinosaur company. So this is absolutely gonna be trying to drive some trucks with a black and dark cocoa brown semi truck with this one. So I just absolutely spawned like this one. So if I just kind of be trying to learn like this one, so I just spawned the truck for early kinds of days. So even looks like I'm gonna be trying to park my truck for its only training. So looks like we're not gonna be doing like this, and looks like I just gotta be trained some truck parking as well. So looks like we're gonna be trying to park my truck all over its way. So I'm gonna be making things very hurry because this is absolutely not gonna be good idea. So once again, that I'm not gonna be thinking so much various suspicious things. So that's well that I'm gonna be not in my case as well. So I'm gonna be parking for my truck for semi truck properly as well. I'm not gonna be doing to try something like else. And the truck has been parked successfully. It's almost kind of bit well, so it's not properly as well. So I'm gonna be parking my truck properly because even that's well, it's absolutely not kind of a bit nonsense as well. So I'm gonna be fitting ourselves even perfect parking as well. So even I'm gonna be the spawn for my truck as well. So looks like this park trucking is absolutely gonna be a good idea. So as well, so we're not gonna be trucking all the way to the end. So this time we're gonna be not spawning any trucks. We're gonna be trying some civilian cars as well. So we're gonna be starting for sedan, not supercars as well. So I'm gonna be choosing a white car when a light truck just despawned right over here. So let's gonna be trying to start our journey to drive against safety. The acceleration of the sedan will be absolutely quite a bit fast, but it hits over 50 miles an hour as well. So looks like I'm gonna be driving around to the interstate as well. So looks like it must be a Lexus LFA mixed with other kinds of stuff. And because I absolutely going to have a friend request, but it's not absolutely gonna be as well. Now I think it's gonna be very best and to drive with these EV cars into the interstate as well. That must be Noah's dinosaur company for just only one thing. So in behind of this truck, it's hauling time. So something is gonna be various for hauling time for just whatsoever. So I just driving for civilian cars whatsoever. So even driving a civilian cars to drive up in the top as well. So we weren't able to drive any special trucks or something like else. So even driving a special trucks is gonna be such a very insane like this. And I just speeding for over 70 to 80 miles an hour. So I can see down the road down here. So it won't be down the road out of the interstate right there. So it's gonna be hitting to 100 miles an hour as well. So the car is shaking a little bit for just in time for going to be for 100 miles an hour for this time. So this car is absolutely gonna be not quite insane. So it sounds like a efficiently standard vehicle idle for license one, and I just flip it out and nailed it whatsoever. So let's gonna be going inside of this vehicle. An onboard view inside of this vehicle is just like a realistic driving or something. Maybe it's not right over there. So there must be some kind of pullover site, or just I'm not gonna be thinking right over there. So he's gonna be telling you why, but there is a oversized load, and even coming towards to this one and absolutely going to across this bridge. Even in road able to get around this time before we're gonna be the end of the road. Now let's time to absolutely we're not gonna be talking about this one and talking about speaking of which is absolutely that I made this last video for once a time. So even I'm going to get right there, that must be the end of the road, which will lead exactly nothing. I'm just not going to be trying to do as well. So maybe if I'm going to continue to head ourselves back, maybe I won't able to do so. So maybe I'm just going to be talking a little bit perks for this one. If I'm going to be speeding with this car at this white car moment, which means with a Lexus driving to speed for only for under 100 miles an hour, which means all you have to do is I'm gonna be trying to start a police chase maybe just gonna be just accelerating a little bit slow, but I just keep on focus on the stop sign for just whatsoever. So even back in the emergency response way, so maybe even the police showed up, that I just ran over into a stop sign. Maybe as well that I'm not gonna be driven for 70 miles an hour, driven for over 70 miles an hour. So the road just gotta be constructing whatsoever. It's just right over there, and it's absolutely not gonna be such a very fine thing. So it must be construction site to complete the bridge as well. So everything is absolutely gonna be under development, but this game is absolutely delayed. Well, maybe it's not gonna be such a speeding around the world, and it's gonna be such a very far for this one. Now I'm not gonna be talking around for this one, but I'm sure that we won't able to find out for itself for the construction site in the interstate of the United States. So this must be the US or something. So I think it won't be in Ohio, which is I'm gonna be speeding for over 100 miles an hour. So if I'm gonna be hitting towards to the red line, which is that's absolutely self for going for 150 miles an hour. So it's blasting right through out there, and because the car engine is about to overheat, just like the Lexus thing. But once again, I'm not gonna be sure that I won't able to think of this moment. So I just absolutely speeding right there, just like a concept vision for just own size. And I can see the end of the road, and won't be gonna be update of this moment. Now, I just want to make sure that this game will might able to get update at this moment, but it was exactly delayed as well. So all the HL trucking games has been delayed, and I won't be able to get spawned for this. So I'm gonna be spawning another one known as the SUV. Now we don't have any light utility vehicle as sedans or whatsoever. So we don't have any using for a sports cars or sedans whatsoever. So using a sports cars is not whatsoever. So I'm just gonna be using a van, but I don't ever do difference with a pickup truck. So I decided I'm gonna be using for a white SUV or a randomized for an SUV camper. So which is I'm able to get stuck around here. So now let's gonna be using for SUV camper. There must be right over here. It's gonna be never gonna be ruined for this time. Or we're gonna be spawning for a white SUV for this time. So absolutely, it's gonna be a great idea to make ourselves driving our way back. It's just like a Land Rover Revar for just like an European SUV for this time. This is not an Asian SUV. It's an European or not an Asian whatsoever. So I think this must be absolutely gonna be driving such a little bit great for just like an EV car. So when you think it will be handling for just such a many times as I will to spawn a vans or kind of everything for something like this, eco sports for just something, and I think we're having some kind of issues for something for police escort, and something we just having for an escort for just going to be using for an SUV. So if I jump out of this SUV, maybe it's gonna be for a taking for a few more times. I won't be able to do so like that. I spawned the 1970s van, but I'm not sure that looks like a Chevrolet Express. It looks like it's absolutely not the Express van. It's absolutely look like that. It's absolutely not a Ford or Chevy like this one. It's an Express van like the 1970s van. So I can see the semi truck is going through very slowly, like or something like this. It absolutely feels like a very slow times that I'm going to get back at this moment. So we're only in a various nighttime as well. So there are no headlights everywhere in this game. So if you're going to be turning on the headlights, it won't absolutely work as well in the next upcoming months. That should be updated for it's quite late for the Roblox update for as well. So I'm not doing for such as well. So it's taking for a very long time. And it's gonna be such a very one thing that absolutely that I just always driving for just one thing. So absolutely I'm not gonna be doing such a various thing that I don't need to drive for a 1970s van. So maybe in absolutely we're gonna be ending this video right now until we're absolutely gonna be moving on to the next one. The top speed of the Express van is 65 miles an hour, so the top speed should be like that back in the Interstate as well. So we're gonna be end of this video for right now. So And absolutely, I say this is absolutely never gonna be ruined for this time. So I just remember the rules of driving trucks and civilian vehicles as well. So make sure you always drive safe and responsibly. And make sure I'm gonna be saying thanks for watching as well. So if you enjoyed for this video, make sure this game is linked in the description, and then hopefully that police car or a semi truck just gonna be ruined for my express van as well. So make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and this game is linked in the description below as always. Thanks for watching, and we're gonna be see you in the next video on Truckin' Tuesday.